What's the next one?
No Escape, man. Your fave, part 2.
Have you seen the first one? You seen the first one?
Of course. Have I? Have I? No Escape fan over here.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm not. Don't do that.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
You know, have you ever been to an escape room?
No, I ain't, you know.
I tried to do an escape room. Well, I did an escape room.
Yeah, I remember I see your thing.
Yeah,
Did it go well?
It was all right, man. It's like an apartment, it was like a three bedroom apartment, including a sit room. And you kind of had to go in different rooms and play certain games and do certain things to try and make it out of the room in a certain time. And then you go into another room and do the same. But I've personally never done like an escape room. I've always wanted to do one though. And I've seen loads of ones. You could do them from a train, prison, etc., etc.
I wouldn't mind doing an escape room.
But yeah, this is the film escape room. This is, I guess they took the whole idea from what's going on. It's kind of smart in a way of keeping up with the now. Like I think this film gets attention because of what it's being an escape room. No.
Oh, because of but escape room's been going on for a while though.
What, the film?
The film and the escape room.
I know, but I'm just saying it's like obviously someone was bound to do it.
Oh, okay.
You hear me? It's like it makes sense.
I feel like I've seen a few of these films. Like it's kind of like similar to Saw. Like
they're all kind of Saw pirates.
Yeah.
This is like our version of Squid Game, to be fair.
Yeah, that's what I kind of got from it.
But it come out time ago. The first one's out time ago.
Yeah, ages ago. I see it, but I didn't like.
You ain't watched the first one?
I've watched it, but I ain't watched it, if you get what I'm saying.
Did you recognize the characters?
I recognize the main gal.
Okay.
But I mean, they're all new, ain't they? Or was they all in the first one?
Only the dude. Her and the dude, yeah.
All right. Synopsis. Escape Room, Tournament of Champions, which kind of gives the whole movie away. But
yeah, no, I don't know why. Just call it Escape Room 2. Why would you do that?
Okay.
And I'm gonna say something as well that cheesed me off even more about that title. But
it's basically cool. This is basically like calling the movie like, Jimmy dies at the end. Basically, that's what it is. Escape Room, Tournament of Champions. Yeah,
it doesn't, but all right,
it does, man. How are we doing the synopsis?
Like you're in an escape room trying to escape. And you're panicking. So imagine like you're on like Crystal Maze and like you got like 10 seconds left on the clock or you're going to get locked in the room forever.
6 people unwillingly find themselves locked in another series of escape rooms, slowly uncovering what they have in common to survive. Joining forces with 2 of the original survivors, they soon discover they've all played the game before.
I mean, I didn't mean to read it fast. I just meant panicky.
I mean, that's panicky. Surely panicky is fast, not slow, is it?
Don't have to be fast.
Well, that's how I panic.
Well, yeah, escape rooms sums up. It's the same thing as you think it will be.
So this is the sequel to the first one.
Did you like the sequel to the first one? I thought it was what it says on the tin. Like, there's only so much you could do with it. Like, I thought it was cool. It's a good little. I call these ITV films. These are good 9 p.m. prime time Saturday night casual. Get the family round. Maybe not the young'uns for this one, but I don't think it was that bad. It's not like overly violent or like the kills are like overly mad. I thought it was all right. I didn't remember how young the girl was. Like the girl was just super young and it kind of bugged me because she weren't believable for me. I was like, what are you, some kind of child prodigy? Like, why are you in here just outsmarting all the adults? Shit.
And they don't really ever explain that either.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
It's just young. You're Neo.
Yeah, it's like, I never really got that. The reason why the name Tournament of the Champions pissed me off is because when you actually meet the champions, it's almost like they don't know. And it's like, how are we here at like, you see the 2 main characters.
Yeah.
They had motive to be where they was. Yeah. The rest of them was just at the same place at the same time and they didn't know and there was no reason. And I was like,
it was random as well.
Very random. And I didn't like that. And I was like, so it's just all the champions here. Coincidence. That was like the worst coincidence ever. But yeah, that pissed me off. They spent a lot of money on this film. Like a lot of money. Like the sets.
How much? What's the budget?
No, but I'm saying the sets were big. Like they done a lot with this, bro. Like
I feel like they scrimped and scraped on places. This movie was so bad.
They weren't that bad. Like, what did you want from it, bro?
Nothing. I would never have. But from the title, I wouldn't have never turned this movie on. But it was the acting in this was awful. I get why you would say it's like a ITV movie. The escape rooms. I always find when it comes to these type of, I want to say budget, but it wasn't budget, but it was budget.
It wasn't budget.
I say budget because
like budget on scenery, it was big.
But budget on cast, like you can tell. I want to find the budget out of this film because
you couldn't get big actors to do this, really. Well, you could.
You could do it, and you could have done something okay with it as well.
Would you rather the big actors or?
Yeah, because you need it. Because there's certain points, like even with that best guy,
the acting was bad.
Like,
the acting was really bad.
It was just like, when it's just like, oh, it's over there. I'm like, oh, bro, like, my guy, my guy.
I don't think anyone was as bad as him.
I'm like, big bro, like, come on, bro.
I honestly don't think anyone was as bad as him.
I'm like, come on, bro. Like, it's just like, oh. But
did you not like the games? I like the rooms. The rooms were lavish, but very unexplainable. Like, where the fuck was this? Like, where are you? Like, how did you pull this off?
The budget on this was 15 million.
That's a lot.
Yeah, that is a lot.
That's a lot.
That's a lot more. That's a lot more than I thought. And I'm gonna say that 14.5 million of this went on the scenery and the special effects.
Yeah, it did.
And then they spread what they had left.
Spread thin, bro. There's a little piece for you.
Because you know what, yeah.
But no, they spent a lot on the scenes.
The games. The bank game I liked. The bank game. The bank. Oh yeah.
The
beach game was like
they were all right.
The rain game. I like that one.
They were all right.
Do you know what?
But it was just
all right.
It was just like, where was that though?
The games were kind of cool, but this is why I say I can understand why you say
it was like one of those late night ITV films.
But the acting in this, like, you need a certain level to be thinking, like, just for example, okay, you got the acid rain thing, yeah? You can say that. You got the acid rain thing, bro, yeah? Like, I'm just like...
It was only a little drop that was dropping on them.
It didn't look like it when at the end. It didn't look like
but that's because the whole... You hear me?
I'm just like, oh,
bro, that's real...
It's just there was just but it was pinching, but there was loads of that. It was just like there was just like so like it reminded me of like Scooby-Doo. You know, like Scooby-Doo when they're like,
no, you know what it gave me? Final Destination vibes,
which is again it was just like,
you didn't like Final Destination.
I liked the movie at the time because it's a cult movie. But if I watch Final Destination now, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm saying it gave me Final Destination vibes because how I found it bad was it was very old school kind of acting, kind of. All right, are we not past this generic kind of?
And you know, sometimes when they find out clues, it's just like how did you work that out? Like how did you? Even when it was like spin forever or something, spin the world forever or something like that. Do you remember that bit in the bank?
Yeah.
Like,
but from what I get, some escape rooms can be like that.
But then what? And then people work it out.
Yeah, like to be honest, I hear some people don't like certain escape rooms because they're just too hard. You hear me? Like no one don't want to not escape. You hear me? So that's why I made it a point of saying I've never been to an escape room. So I can't judge the games because I've heard both. There are super easy ones and there's super hard ones.
I think the acting was so bad in this that I couldn't get with it.
I don't think everyone was that bad. The guy in the vest, he was horrible.
Who did you think was good? What about the
I just didn't think they were that bad. Like
what about the games maker, the girl? All right, cool, that's fine.
But she was right at the end. She didn't act until the end, like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but that was
you see what I mean about you, so what?
But that was the ending, though.
10 minutes
but that
of
was
acting.
The ending, like, bro, like you.
So hold on, wait, her dead 10 minutes of acting at the end.
She's not the only one. She's not the only one.
Yeah, but you highlighted that
because she was up there as well. Like she's up there as well. And even
she didn't need to act
there
well.
was so
she
many
had
parts.
10 minutes to
there
talk.
was so many parts where I was just like,
Did you not like the twist?
no, I didn't like the twist, bro. You know I didn't like the twist. You know damn well I didn't like the twist.
What was wrong with the twist? When they started doing a little backstory, didn't it make sense? No.
This one at least made sense. Like it made sense. But it wasn't a thing where
I wasn't expecting it. It wasn't like
wow. I did expect some sort of something to happen, but I didn't expect
it. Because it's funny because
it made sense.
Just before that bit, I was like, oh, is that it? Like, boom, is that it now? What happens now? Yeah, but so I was happy for the twist. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy it wasn't.
The twist made sense as to why she was where she was. The acting in this was just, even the part on the train with the electricity, and who's that girl that looked like the one from
Umbrella Academy?
Is that where she's from?
I don't know, but I don't even know who you're talking about.
The black girl.
She looks like the one from Umbrella Academy. I don't know if it was. I can't remember.
I don't know. So I thought she looks like the girl from Blackish, but she's way older than the girl from Blackish.
Nah, she's not from Blackish.
The oldest sister. No, I know she's not, but as soon as the first time I saw her, I was like, is that her? But then I realized it's not. But yeah, she was terrible as well. She weren't great.
They didn't have to act that well. And I think that's why they didn't really spend... Because you know what as well? So, whenever you see these films, yeah, and they do spend money on the cast, you think, right, they just blew money on a budget for no reason. Like, you just got big actors just for a name's sake, where it's like, what are they doing in this film?
No, they didn't need to be acting because there was reactions and stuff that needed to happen.
Yeah, they just didn't act too well.
Like, you're dying. Like, you're at death's door. If you don't make this, you're gonna die. And you weren't giving me, you're gonna die. I don't know what you wanted. And it was bit. Do you know what one bit? You know the main girl when she runs into the vault.
Yeah,
and she's like, bro, bro, you're getting chased by lasers. You know, you're getting chased by lasers that chop you up. It's like you're dodging your mum licking you with a belt or something. Like just like,
what do you want her to die? Do? How would you go? How would you be in that?
Like that,
bro. That's so not real. That's not real.
She
wasn't doing that. She was running. The only thing I didn't like was before that, the lasers were just like boom. You hear me? There. I was like, I didn't like that, man.
The whole thing was just.
But bro, they gotta make a film. Like, it's gotta be a film. You hear me? They gotta tie some loose ends together.
Did you like this?
I thought it was okay.
Did you like this?
I thought it was okay.
Did you like it?
What's it? Did I like this film? What? Yeah, I thought it was alright. Yeah,
did you like the film? Yes or no?
Bro, so you never think something's alright?
What the fuck are you asking me questions, bro?
Yeah, but I'm saying, because you're asking me like, why is it a yes or no?
It is a yes or no.
Yeah, but it's not a yes or no though.
What, do you like the film? Do you like the film? It's a yes or no?
Yeah. Because I'm not going to let you do that to me, man. Bro, yeah, I like the film.
You do? Yeah, cool. That explains.
I thought it was a good little watch. It was a good little watch. Good little pocket watch. You hear me? Quick little hour and a half.
I can't agree with that, man. This was poor.
Alright, man.
And again, man, like, wait, what was this on? Was this on Plex?
Yeah.
Okay. But this is the type of movie that I would expect to see on Amazon. But I think that is the Escape Room on Netflix.
Amazon, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
Bro, it's a good film. It's like
a minute ago you didn't even know. Now you know. Now you're saying it with chest. It's a good film with chest. Little piece of bass in your voice. It's
like one of them. It's a straight to DVD film. I wouldn't go to cinema to watch this, but that's what these streaming films are. Like, there are a lot of them are just like straight to DVD.
You know,
and there's some good straight to DVD. I take it for what it is. I've been telling you this. This ain't a blockbuster to me. I'm not gonna compare it to flipping Saw or one of these big budgets, even though it's got a big budget.
And Saw was dead as well. The last one, the last Saw.
Oh yeah, well, yeah.
The last one was dead. This was much better than that, at least.
Oh yeah.
But it's just, I don't know, man. I can't. Like, I wouldn't watch this. This isn't something that I would stick on and watch. Like, I've seen some bad movies that I think, like, not bad, but they're, like, not great. And I'm like, yeah, this was a decent watch, you get me? The movie that we think, the last one, what was it called? Flashback. Like, the only reason I said not to watch it is because the end was baffling. But like I said, up until that point, it was a good, decent. At no point did I think this was a good watch. Like, it was just like, even the games were cool, but
you don't like watching the games.
Nah, not really, because of them. Like, it was too Scooby Doo-ish. What I'm trying to say, like, just too. Oh nah.
I think they went wrong with the main actor. Like, I had nothing against her, but if they just had someone that could carry the film a bit better, then you wouldn't have been fazed about the other actors. Because I think that's what the problem was, and that's why I made it a point to be like, I didn't remember her being so young. And like, she's a good actor, but she's like still Maze Runner times. Like, she used to bang out those films a bit more.
You know, like Maze Runner, actually, Maze Runner is a really good movie though.
But I don't like, yeah, and that's got a lot of good actors.
Yeah.
But I don't think she could carry the film. And if it was going to be her, they needed someone else in there. Like the guy, or just one of the champions that was going to be in it.
From Maze Runner.
Yeah. They just needed someone else to help carry it and make it a bit more believable.
Yeah.
Not at one point did I believe her. And that's what
At one point did I believe anybody in this movie.
And she was the leader. So it was like, and that's what I mean. She was leading the whole group. And I was like, how does this work?
I'm trying to think of like a movie, like to say that it was just okay. But this was just...
Yeah, this was all right, man. I'm going to say it's a watch it. It's a watch it for me. Yeah, man.
You would recommend someone to watch this?
Yeah, it's not a bad film.
I'm not a fan of this. I can get with some okay movies getting past, like, but nah, this one great. The acting on this was terrible. And I think that really let it down, because the games were kind of cool. They could have had some fun with the games, but them being in the game was just like, ugh. Was it boring?
It wasn't boring.
I don't think it was boring.
It moved just too fast for it to be boring. It
weren't boring.
If anything, it moved a bit too fast.
It was just like...
It was like they were just falling into games.
Like, it was just like, I beg you just get to the end of this game so I can see the next game. That's what it was like. Beg you get to the end of this so I can see the next one. Let's see if that one was a bit better. Then they added a little thing at the end so that they could line up number 3. That's what it basically felt like. It was like... It was basically like they could line up the third one.
That's basically what that was.
Let's leave this open just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like, this,
in case we hit quota.
Yeah, it was like, yeah. So for me, this is a not...
Tough crowd today, boy. Tough crowd today. Y'all here mean, boy.
Nah.